Nilambika Girls High School Srigar. Today I will take a new unit for the 8th standard, that is third unit, Jamaican Fragment. Jamaican Fragment by A.L. Hendricks. What is Jamaican Fragment? Jamaican is a country. It is the name of a country which is in the near USA and Mexico. The Kingston is the capital of Jamaica. There is a black people living there. White people are also living there. But there is a color discrimination in Jamaica. What is the major issue of Jamaica? Color discrimination. So based on this issue, our author A.L. Hendricks has written a story of his experience. Most of the times, the younger people are prejudiced about the caste, creed, color, religion, etc. So today let's discuss about the A.L. Hendricks experience, Jamaican Fragment. A.L. Hendricks is a prolific writer. Some of his short stories appeared in the issues of the magazine's Focus. Focus is one of the most famous magazine in which his articles, stories are appeared. He is a West Indian writer. A.L. Hendricks is a West Indian writer and his writings carry a flavor inherent in Caribbean literature. The present story, Jamaican Fragment brings out the prejudice. What is it? Prejudice. What do you mean prejudice? Before come to conclusion, we have a fixed idea in our head or our mind. It's called prejudice. Prejudice means Purvagraha Peditam. Without understanding the reality, we come to the conclusion. That's called prejudice. Here is a prejudice that almost every one person suffers from when it comes to the dimensional issues like color, caste, class. So the issues like which issues? Color, caste, and class. These are the major differences among the people in the world. For example, our country, there is a caste discrimination. High class people, low class people, untouchables, like this we have. In some of the American countries, there is a color discrimination of African American, black people, white people. Some other countries, there is a class. First class, middle class, low class. Like that, there is a discrimination among the people. They divide themselves among the people. They never felt we are one. Because of the caste, color, religion, class, we divide ourselves. We are different from we feel we are different from that person because of these reasons. So if you come to those things in our mind, most of the people got prejudiced. As he has done this because I am black people, because I am this caste people, because I am this religion people. That's what they are saying science. Without knowing the intention of the speaker, we come to a conclusion that's called prejudice. Our author Hendricks also had such prejudice. That prejudice is his experience in Jamaica. Let's see what was the story. How was our author prejudiced? So come open your books. I will read out a paragraph and then I will discuss words. Every day I walk a half a mile from my home to the track lines in the morning and from the lines to my home in the evening. The walk is pleasant. You can see on either side red and green roofed bungalows, green lawns and gardens. The exercise is good for me And now and then I I learn something from the little incident. This is the first paragraph. The first paragraph, the author Hendricks says his daily routine is daily routine. What was his daily routine? What was the daily routine of our author? Walking. Walking in the morning. So, most of the people, some of the people will start to work in the morning, some of the people will go for the walking, some are go to playing, and some are jogging like this. So there are some habits. The same way, our Ale Hendricks had a habit. What was the habit? Walking. Walking in the every day I walk. How long did he walk in every morning? Half a mile. How much? Half a mile. 1 mile. A mile is equal to 1.6 kilometers. 1.6 kilometer is equal to a mile. How long did you walk every day? Yes. Our author Hendricks used to walk daily half a mile. Half a mile. From my home to the railway track. From his home to the, so he used to go from home to the railway track. He left his home and go to the railway track, pick up the train and go to his workplace. In the evening, he came back from the train to his railway track, from railway track to home. Once again he walks. This was his daily routine. So every day, our author Hendricks used to walk half a mile from his home to railway track or railway lines in the morning, and from the lines to my home in the evening. In the morning, home to the railway lines. In the evening, railway lines to the home. This was his daily routine. The walk is pleasant. No doubt, it will be pleasant because it is a good exercise for us. We can save our environment, avoid air pollution, noise pollution, etc. Along with this, it is good for health. Moreover, we have so many experiences on the road. That's why our author is walking daily from morning, from home to railway lines, in the evening, railway lines to home. The walk is pleasant. He says the walk is pleasant. Very, very good. Because you can see, when you are walking, you have chances to see more and more things. If you go by bus or any automobiles, you can't see all those things. You can't enjoy all those things. Only by walking you can experience. So while walking, morning and evening from home to railway lines and railway lines to home, he has seen. Why did you say it's a pleasant walk? Because you can see on either side. So while he was walking on the road, this side and this left side, right side, there are so many houses and bungalows are there. You can see either side red and green roofed bungalows. What is there? Red and green roofed bungalows. There are so many bungalows. They are bungalows tops means roof, are in the red and green color. You can see that color, those beautiful buildings attracts us. The colors, the red color, green color bungalows attracts us. And green lawns. In front of those there will be green lawns and garden. You say there are so many gardens are there in front of the house. There are different kinds of flowers, different kinds of plants, lawns are grown in front of the house. You can see and enjoy all those things only in walking, not in the automobile. That's why author says the morning walk is pleasant. A beautiful question. We'll ask why did the author say the morning walk is pleasant? Very good. Yes. The morning walk is pleasant because it is a good exercise for us, exercise for the author, and moreover, you can see on either side green and red roofed bungalows, and also in front of those houses you can see the lawn and garden. The exercise is good for me. He said, the exercise is, what is the exercise? So, which exercise the author is speaking about? Yes, the author is speaking about the exercise means walking. Walking is a kind of a exercise. And now and then I learn something from a little incident. So every day I was walking from home to railway lines and railway lines to home every day. So some of the times, or sometimes, I come across with some incidents on the road. They teach us something. They made us feel something. So one such an incident I want to describe here. So while walking, walking is a pleasant and a good health. Moreover, he used to learn something from a little. So it's so many incidents are happening on the roadside or on the road or roadsides. So some little incidents we can learn. We can learn. So what was the incident if he saw? What did he learn from this incident? We'll see in the next paragraph. One morning, about halfway between my front gate and the railway track, I noticed two boys playing in the garden of the more modest cottages. They were both very little boys. One was 4 years old perhaps, and the other 5. The bigger of the two was sturdy youngster, very dark, with a mat of coarse hair on his head and coal black eyes. He was definitely a little Jamaican, strong little Jamaican. The other little fellow was smaller but also sturdy. Stop here. The second paragraph used to say, what was the incident he has noticed? While he was returning one morning, he was about halfway between his house gate to the railway track. In the middle of the somewhere, he saw in front gate, railway lines. He missed the author here and notice means observed. What they observe? Two boys playing in the garden. What is in the midst of the road? Two boys playing. Two boys playing. So what did the author observe in the middle of the road? Yes, in the middle of the road he saw two boys were playing. Two boys were playing in the garden of more modest cottages. More modest cottages, not expensive. They are built in a simple manner. They are not expensive cottages. There was some middle-range cottages. In front of that cottages, there was a garden. In that garden, the two boys were playing. He saw them. What they were playing. They were both very little boys. There are two boys there, as you know already. There are two boys. Both were very little boys. The both very little. Both, there are two boys are playing there in the garden. How are they? They both are very little. One was 4 years old perhaps. Among them, one of them was 4 years. There are two boys. One of them was 4 years boy. So one of the boy may be 4. Perhaps, maybe, we don't know exactly by seeing their physique and the height, you can say, he might be 4 years boy. Maybe, perhaps he may be 4 years old. And the other 5 years. There are two boys who were playing in the garden. When in the morning walk he saw and I was observing, there are two boys. One of them was 4 years old, another is 5 years old. The bigger of the two, who is the bigger of the two? The 5 years boy is the bigger. Because he was 4 and he is 5. So 5 year boy is the bigger of the two. Bigger of the two was sturdy youngster. How was he? He was very sturdy. Sturdy means very strong person. Sturdy has written here. Sturdy is strong and firm. He was very strong fellow. The bigger boy, who was 5 years old, was very sturdy, youngster, and very dark. Sturdy and dark. Dark means he is a black in color. The bigger was strong, sturdy, and black, dark, with a mat of coarse hair. Mat of coarse hair. So wrinkle here. So this said there is a mat of wrinkles there. There is a few wrinkle on his head and coal black eyes. His eyes were like coal black. Coal black eyes. He made an observation about the boys. He was definitely a little Jamaican. Seeing the color, his strength, his hair, and his eyes, he come to conclusion. He can easily recognize that bigger boy was sturdy, dark, and chorus hair is a mat of chorus hair on his head, a coal black eyes. He must be a little Jamaican. A little Jamaican. No, strong little Jamaican. Strong little Jamaican. The other fellow was small. So the other fellow was smaller, was 4 years. How was he? He was also sturdy. Though he is small, he was also sturdy. Sturdy means strong and firm. This boy was also a strong and firm. The small boy is also firm. He was white in color, but there is a difference in color. He was white. So how was the bigger boy? The bigger boy was sturdy. The smaller boy is also sturdy. The bigger boy is dark. The smaller boy is white. With hazel eyes. How is eyes? Hazel. H-A-Z-E-L. Hazel eyes. How was the eyes? How was the eyes of the bigger boy? Coal black eyes. Coal black eyes. What about the smaller boy's eyes? Hazel eyes. Hazel is reddish brown eyes. Reddish brown eyes. With long brown hair. How was the hair? Long brown hair. How are his hairs? A mat of coarse hair on the black boy. What about the white boy? Long brown hairs. So these are the differences. What difference do you find between the two boys? The author Hendricks, while walking in the morning in the midst of the road, he saw two boys. They were playing. He saw perhaps one of them was the 5 years and another 4 years old boy. The 5 year bigger was a sturdy boy, a dark boy, a mat of coarse hair on his head, and his eyes were coal black. What about the smaller boy? The second smaller boy, before is the smaller boy. He was also sturdy, but he was white in color, and he has a hazel eyes, as a means reddish brown eyes, and a long brown hair. These are the difference between these boys. Both were dressed in blue shirts, but there is a common thing between them. Both were dressed. How were they dressed? Both were dressed in blue shirts and khaki pants. In blue shirts and khaki pants. But their dress was same. Both the bigger and smaller, both the black and white, were wearing blue shirts and khaki pants. They wore no shoes. Both of them having no shoes. They were the barefoot. And their feet were muddy. As a result of they don't have any shoes, their feet were muddy. They were not conscious of my standing there. The author said, these two boys were involved in their play. They don't have any conscious that they were observed by somebody else At the gate of their house, a person was watching them. Was the person watching them? Yes. Our author, here Hendrix was watching them. What kind of game they are going to play? But they were not aware while playing. Somebody was watching them. They were not conscious about it. They played on. They played. They simply did because they are little boys now. That's why they played on the game. If it could be called a game, not to elaborate. Actually, it is not at all a game, but they are playing a game. Actually, it is not a kind of game, but they are playing a game. The little boy walked majestically in the game. What kind of the game they played? In that game, little boy was a little boy, white boy was walked majestically, impressively he walked up and down, up and down. And every now and then he shouted. Every now while he was walking majestically, here and there, up and down, what he was doing? He shouted in a commanding tone at his bigger playmate. Who was his bigger playmate? As 5 years old, dark boy. He was commanding at him. He was smaller and he was a bigger, but the smaller white boy was commanding at the bigger black boy in a game. Where? In a game. Commanding tone at his bigger playmate. The little brown boy dragged on quietly behind him without speaking. Without speaking anything. He simply followed his orders. Quietly behind him. And did what he had told. And did what he had told. He ordered. The white boy ordered. Pick up the stick. Pick up the stick. The dark boy picked it up. The dark boy picked it up. Did not speak anything. Jump into the flowers. The dark boy jumped. Get me some water. The dark boy ran inside the house. The white boy sat down on the lawn. This kind of game they were playing. Who were playing the game? Yes. In the Jamaica, our author was walking from home to the office, the railway tracks. In between them, in front of some modest cottages, he saw 2 boys. They were playing. Initially, he says how they were look like. One was black, one was white. One was 4 years old, one was 5 years old. One both are strong. One had a black chorus red on his head. Another is a long brown hairs. The dark boy having a coal black eyes has a eyes. But they dressed alike. Both were dressed in a blue shirt and khaki pants. They have no shoes. So the fields were muddy. But they are not aware that a person was observing them. Just simply they are playing a game. The author don't want to say it's a game. What was the game? In the game, the smaller white boy was walked majestically here and there, up and down. While walking, he was giving a command to his playmate. Who was playmate? Another bigger boy, another bigger black boy. But bigger boy didn't say anything, simply followed his orders. Simply followed his orders. What are the orders? How many orders did the white boy give? Yes. The white boy gave 3 orders. What are 3 orders? One was pick up the stick. Second one, jump into the flower. And third one, bring me some water. Bring me some, get me some water. For all these three orders or commands, the dark boy simply did what he has ordered, what he has commanded. Seeing this kind of game, the author shocked. Does it really a game? Why author shocked? Does it really a game? Because were they playing? Not real game, but they playing the discrimination game between the black and white. So those 2 little boys might have thought white boys are superior, so they have to command. The black boy is inferior, so has to follow his commands. That kind of prejudice came in the mind of the author A.L. Hendrix. Thank you. Tomorrow we will continue the same lesson.